How you doing, YouTube? Matt Massa Beer Reviews, back with some session hopeful goodness in the form of Staff Sergeant. This is an distilled Imperial Stout from uiltje. uiltje. This is I believe the second one I've had from uiltje, and they both come from the same human, which would be Remy from over there in the old Netherlands. He sent us off in a box of beers that took a month to get here, and yeah, I'm trying to see when this was actually canned. 2019. Looks like 06 maybe. And this is at 18.6% by alcohol, by volume. Stout. Yeah. Does it say anything else about this on here? No, I think it's just yeah, ice-boxed stout. I don't think there's barrel involved. Yeah. Buffed it up with American and French oak chips to make our Dark Soldier's brew more accessible. Okay, fair enough. So we'll see what's what. It's a fucking Wednesday. I shouldn't be drinking a fucking icebox Imperial Stout on a fucking Wednesday, but shit's got to be done. It's dark. It's not like motor oil dark, so we're off to a not an odd start, but I expected that to come out just dark as dark could be. Label-wise, I actually dig it. It's kind of like just a kooky, kind of goofy design. I want to say duck, but you know it's going to be, that's an owl because it's uiltje. I'm pronouncing that wrong probably. I can't help but pronounce that. It's probably uiltje. I'm gonna fucking not even gonna try. Anyway, she looks like a big old stout. You know, rich. What I like my coffee to look like, colored head, dark. You know, just didn't come out like motor oil. Toss it, drain pour already, right? It's good nose. Oh man, that's fucking rocket fuel. I think I just singed all my fucking nostril hairs off just by getting nose on that sucker. Man, that is fire. Like, you could, if I had a lighter, I could light this on fire. It smells more like a 40% stout than a 20% stout. It's hot. It's coming in fucking hot, but there's still beer to be had there. It smells like a super wet, boozy beer from that was in a barrel that actually, like, the barrel still had a lot of booze left over, but it's not. It's just a barrel-aged beer, right? Or a base beer. There's no barrel involved in this. I'm kind of confused now. But, I mean, you're talking about that distilling process. You know, it is what it is. You know, you're coming out with a huge ABV beer. That's the way it's going to shine. The cool part of the portion of the show here is this rich cherry cordial thing that I'm getting. And I always talk about the grandma candies where you open a box and it has like the cellophane thing where it tells you what each candy is, but then you throw that away and you forget which candy's which and you eat them, and you want the peanut butter cup ones but you don't know where they are, so you just keep chomping on them. Every now and then you get one of those booze-soaked cherry cordial chocolate things. Exactly how that comes off if it was lit on fire. That's kind of how this comes off. God. Let's do it to it. Cheers. That's hot. Wow. It's hot, and here's the thing. I shouldn't say that because it's not hot. I know you just said asshole. You just said it was hot. It's not hot in the sense that it's like burning the back of my throat. It's hot in the sense that the alcohol is evaporating so aggressively. It's like eating a menthol fucking cough drop. That's how fucking crazy it is. Yeah, that's hair on fire shit right there. Whew. Yeah. This is not good. This is not good stuff. This beer needs to be aged about 20 years. And you guys are like, haha, he's making a joke. I'm not making a joke. This beer needs to be aged 20 years. Man, that is just alcohol. That's alcohol. That's distilled alcohol made with malt. You know, it's you get chocolate notes in there, but everything's burnt. Everything's burnt in there. I'm getting that big kind of burnt bittering astringency thing I get on stouts every now and then, which I rarely get them on higher ABV stouts. And you're going to get hard pressed to find a core 4, well, I guess wood chips to tame it. To tame it, mind you. Brings it down a little bit, but man, that's rocket fuel. I could light this on fire. I'm pretty sure I could. Yeah. It's hard to really get past it. Because for me, it really does get close to like rubbing alcohol, acetone level kind of alcohol. I mean, it's not that, obviously. It's not poison. I'm not going to throw up. I'm not going to sit here and be like, oh, and make all kind of weird faces. But it is very, 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 very alcohol forward. It's very alcohol evaporative. And every time I take a sip, it's like the only reason I think I'm not getting the huge heat in the back of my throat, which is there, but it's not as big as I thought it would be, is because I think half of it evaporates halfway down the swallow. Like it starts going and just evaporates. That's the only reason why I think I'm not getting that. So I'm sorry, Rennie. This is not a winner for me. I want another can, though, very badly. And I want one in 20 years. Because I think in 20, 30 years, this beer will be amazing. Not now, though. Because this is what, 7, 8 months, 8 months, 9 months, 10. No, this is a year old. So it's a year old, and it's showing this kind of heat on it. So it looks like the 21st of. The first number is a 0. So worst case scenario, this is August. It looks like a 6 to me, and we're into the 7 of 2020. So it's a year old already. Oh, it's a 5. It's got to be a 5. So yeah, it's a year and 2 months old already. There's a best before date on there too, and the best before date is 2024. That 2024 would be like, that's the date when you turn it once, just so it ages better. Because yeah, I would love it because, you know, Eisbach beers are really fun. You know, Schneider Aventinus Eisbach is fantastic, and a lot of the German breweries that do the Weizenbachs and do the Eisbach version of those, and the whole process itself is very intriguing, and I do enjoy quite a bit of the breweries that do that and do it well. But this is canned heat, and yeah, one more sip and then we're done. Roasted malts and just a burning plasticky kind of thing. Oh, vanilla. I get vanilla. That's probably coming from that wood, I would assume. Done. Let's talk about it. It's one of the better stouts. Core 4 stouts. Oak aged stouts. Barrel aged stouts. Oak wood aged? Wood aged. Wood aged stouts that I've had as of late. No. It's just way too aggressive. Way too high octane. Way too. It's way too. Value and availability, no idea. I mean, let me know what's what. And leave you with, if you like what we like this beer. I don't know. So there you go. Another review in the books. Hopefully you guys enjoyed it. Down there if you want to talk about it. Massive Beers if you want to check me out doing the social media stuff. Beer Massive. Want to check me out doing the whole podcasting thing. And hopefully you guys enjoyed the review. Hopefully you're enjoying a little bit of a canned heat right now. And hopefully see you next time. Cheers.